The moment they launched this phone in China, I was really hoping na dalhin nila ito sa Philippines. And here we are. Let's talk about the newest Huawei Nova 13 Pro. Hey guys, it's your Tech Girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So one of the reasons why I've been looking forward for this phone to be brought here in the Philippines is because I heard that this phone has the strongest selfie game on its price range, which is also equipped with the latest AI best expression feature na pag-uusapan natin later. But before we start, quick disclaimer, this is not a full review video. I don't know the pricing, I don't have it yet, kaya hindi tayo gagawa ng full review. And as the title suggests, this video is mainly focused on its camera, me testing it out, and of course, knowing more about this device. But in terms of pricing, I'm guessing guys, it still is kind of similar with the Nova 11 Pro that they previously launched. I have it in Loden Green, but available din siya in black. More of its design later guys. Let's quickly see what's more in the box. Of course, yung panundot natin. And a 100 watts Huawei SuperCharged. Kaya pala siya medyo mabigat because it's 100 watts. Lastly, charging cable, USB-C to USB Type-A. Alright, so since this video is focused merely on its cameras, let's start with that. Alam nyo, it's very rare that we get a mid-range phone that is really focused not just on its rear cameras but also on its front cameras. Most of the time, pag maganda yung camera ng likod, laging nako-compromise yung front camera. And most of the time, this is to keep the cost low. But this time, it's a different story. We are getting a 60 megapixels ultra-wide with autofocus and an 8 megapixels telephoto lens offering a 2x optical zoom. Which is why yung front camera natin looks like a pill shape and not yung usual notch natin. But even though there are two primary cameras for the front that I mentioned earlier, may iba pa siyang focal lengths. In total, we have 0.7x, 1x, 2x, and even 5x. And again, I super appreciate this because we no longer have to do the Gen Z style of shooting. Pwedeng kahit nakaganito na kasi marami nga tayong focal lengths na pagpipilian. Perfect for different shooting scenarios like for example, you also want a close-up of your makeup or even getting the perfect group shot. And in terms of output, they were really good. Okay yung skin tone. At the same time, mabilis and accurate yung focus niya. And this is all because of the new XD Portrait Engine that gives more attention to detail, colors, light, and more. And because of this, there are 3 portrait styles we can choose from. And this is during post-edit. There is natural, delicate, and stylish. So, what else is new? AI best expression. This helps guys na ma-filter out yung best expressions natin from burst shots. And to achieve this, syempre pili lang kayo ng photo na gusto nyong i-adjust. Click edit. And from the lower left, you can tap AI Retouch and tap Best Expression. If group photo naman yung gusto nyong baguhin, you can just select a specific face that you want to change. Now that we're done with the front-facing cameras, let's now talk about the rear cameras. If you will notice, yung metal color of the ring is kind of unified with the back cover. But still, camera setup is standing out. And the usual Nova Huawei branding at the back. Unang-una, meron tayong 50 megapixels wide-angle sensor that also has a variable aperture ranging from f1.4 to f4.0. At the same time, hindi lang adjustable yung aperture ng main camera but also comes with a dual OIS. Second camera is a 12 megapixels 3x telephoto portrait lens and also comes with an OIS. And lastly, an 8 megapixels ultra-wide angle macro lens. In terms of focusing, mabilis siya. I also appreciate that we get to manually set up yung aperture niya. And from what I know guys, this is also the only mid-range phone that lets you adjust the physical aperture, providing a very natural bokeh effect when shooting portraits or even animals. I also noticed na mas nag-improve yung shooting experience in terms of low light and long exposure, probably because of the improved OIS. Very detailed yung images captured by the Huawei Nova 12 Pro, especially by its 3x telephoto lens. Do take note, it won't be the same when you use the 2x digital zoom or even the 5x. Now, let's talk about AI features. Kanina na-mention ko na yung isang AI feature, but there is actually more. One, there is an AI erase feature. This is not entirely new. Nakita nyo na to from different smartphones already. Basically, this eliminates anything you want from your photo. I appreciate this feature, and I'm glad na meron na rin siya sa Huawei. Another thing you could use AI for is for you to straighten your photo. You can choose from straighten or adjust building, and this will automatically adjust your photo in the best way possible. For videos, for the front-facing cameras, it actually lets you shoot 4K up to 30 FPS. And one thing I appreciate about this phone, guys, is that even while you are recording, you can simultaneously change focal lengths. And then for the rear cameras, ganun din, we have 4K up to 30 FPS. Syempre, hindi din mawawala dito yung vlog mode that is present from the previous Huawei Nova device, as well as story creator and the ability to shoot macro mode videos. Okay, so now that we're done with the cameras, sorry, ang haba ng camera department, but again, that is what this video is all about. Let's talk about design. As you can see, design-wise, hindi nawawala yung Nova look, Nova branding niya. Actually, guys, even without this, I could immediately tell na it's a Huawei Nova phone, which is good because it has its own identity. It has this plaid rhythm design. From afar, hindi siya masyadong obvious, but the more na lumalapit ka sa kanya and you're tilting the device, paganda siya ng paganda. It also weighs at 209 grams, hindi siya ganun kabigat, and hindi rin naman siya uncomfortable hawakan. I also like the display. Yung bezels niya is very minimal, making the overall viewing experience seems borderless. The screen measures, guys, 6.76 inches with a resolution of 1224 by 2776 pixels and of course a 120Hz refresh rate, and lastly an LTPO support. And since this has the latest EMUI 14.2, mas smooth and seamless yung software experience natin. Now, in terms of performance, we are getting a 12GB of RAM, 512GB of storage, and even up to 1TB of storage options. And kanina sabi ko nga, EMUI 14.2 yung software na meron tayo dito sa Philippines. Huwag kayong malito, guys. And during my review period with the Huawei Nova 13 Pro, it is impressive naman. It were able to handle intensive multitasking, even demanding applications like Asphalt 9 and Genshin Impact. So yes, nag-aalay naman yung ganda ng design, sa ganda ng camera, at sa ganda ng performance. Lastly, of course, hindi mawawala yung charging speed. Battery life is 5,000 mAh, and I did mention that this is capable of 100 watts SuperCharged Turbo technology. Based on our testing, guys, yung charging speed niya, we were able to achieve 1% to 50% in just 11 minutes. Once na sinalpak niyo na yung charger niya that comes inside the box, you have to touch and hold the center of the screen to activate yung turbo charge technology. Now, initial verdict. Medyo mahirap mag-pros and cons, guys. Would be unfair, of course, kasi wala naman tayo nung pricing. But again, hinuhulaan ko, madalas naman hindi ito nalalayo sa presyo ng predecessor. So far, I really like how stylish the design is and how powerful and versatile its cameras. Lalong-lalo na siguro yung front camera niya kasi again, first time or bihira ko to na-experience sa mid-range phones. That's basically it. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. Again, it's your Tag Girl Mary, and see you on our next video. Bye!